right, look at that crooked camera. But man, look at the back of the monitor. Some stickers have arrived. All right, if you're new to the Patriot Hour, welcome. It's Thursday, January 9th, right? Yeah, January 9th, 2019. Got a couple of articles we're going to go over here with you folks. Again, never take my word here at the Patriot Hour. Always use your own discernment, connect your own dots, do your own research, come to your own conclusions based off all of that. Learn to chew the meat, spit out the bone. In the intelligence gathering community, when you're digging into research, when you're listening in on things like they do, you need to, you're going to listen to a lot of stuff. You're going to need to sort it. All right. Some of it has nothing, doesn't pertain to what you're doing at that particular moment. You can't get sidetracked. You can't swim around in the eddies forever. You must move on. But interesting stuff coming back around full circle, like we've known with Jeffrey Epstein. And just minutes ago, we have the House approves, of course, the Congressional House approves measures to stop Trump from, doing anything more with war or in Iran without their approval. Because they just want to be in the know. They got to know everything. How do you, aid the enemy if you don't know everything going on? All right, so again, I wanted to real quickly here, if you're new to the channel, welcome to all returning Patriots. Take a look down below, hit the subscribe button, maybe think about the join. All right, we have the membership now for the Patriot Hour. We have several members of the family. It's awesome. And take a look down below. All the links are down below, the articles we're going to go over, and emails and things if you need to get in touch. Me and myself, well, let's put it this way. Woodman, Scott, and myself are all heading down to Virginia on the 19th of January. We're going to be there for the 20th, and we're going to be staying again on the 20th, and we'll be heading back this way on the 21st. So we'll be gone for just a couple of quick days, getting lots of footage, doing some live streams on the way down, and you guys have really come through with some funds. We appreciate it. We've gotten hotel rooms secured, luckily, last minute type thing. We're still a few weeks out, but at the time when I did all that, so it's all worked, and we got some new equipment coming to help get everything, make sure we can do it perfectly. We're going to try to stream as much as we can our journey for you guys, and we're going to be checking in, updating multiple times, all right, from the road trip to the hotel to late in the evening to the event, after the event, and then I'll be coming home with lots of footage, to show you guys. Lots of great speakers. The recent man that stopped the church shooting, he's going to be there speaking, and along with several others. So it's just going to be great information, a great cause. Second Amendment, right? So, all right, federal prosecutors say surveillance video of Jeffrey Epstein's first apparent suicide attempt was deleted. This is just about from 2 hours ago. Go ahead and share this over here. If you're not on the Twitters, get over there. So federal prosecutors said Thursday, today, that surveillance video of Jeffrey Epstein's first apparent suicide attempt was deleted. Footage of outside of Epstein's cell on July 23rd, when he was found semi-conscious at 1:27 a.m., was inadvertently deleted after the Metropolitan Correctional Center, MCC, saved the video from another floor of the facility. Prosecutors said in a court filing obtained by NBC News. The center inadvertently preserved video from the wrong tier within the MCC, and as a result, the video from outside the defendant's cell on July 22nd through the 23rd, 2019, no longer exists. The court filing reads, the FBI reportedly discovered the error after reviewing the footage provided to the Bureau. After reviewing the video, it appeared to the government that the footage contained on the preserved video was for the correct date and time, but captured a different tier because the preserved video did not show a corrections officer responding to any of the cells seen on the video, prosecutors said in the filing, according to NBC News. The court filing was made in a case involving Epstein's cellmate on that night, Nicholas Tartaglione, whose lawyer had requested the footage to prove his client's innocence. The incident was originally being investigated as a suicide attempt, assault or scheme by Epstein to get relocated in the facility. So this is pretty amazing. They're trying to pin everything on the cellmate. This guy's a 4-time cop murderer, ex-cop, working for the mob, whatever, and he tried to take out Epstein. So this guy's lawyer is like, give us the proof, show us the tapes, and show us the video. And they can't even do that. They can't even prove. Unbelievable the stuff they pull. So the MCC agreed to Tartaglioni's lawyer original request, but a clerical error listing an innocent cell for Tartaglioni prevented the facility from producing the correct footage. A backup video is unavailable due to technical errors, prosecutors said in the documents. The Federal Bureau of Prison declined to comment to The Hill, citing the case is under current investigation, as it should be, by the FBI and the Department of Justice of the Inspector General. So NBC News reported in August that Tartaglione, a former police officer accused of killing 4 men, was exonerated of wrongdoing in the apparent attempted suicide. Epstein was found dead in his cell in apparent suicide a few weeks later, and the MCC did not obtain footage from outside his cell on the night of his actual death. Prosecutors say the footage will show the 2 guards lied when they said they performed mandatory checks on Epstein. The now deceased financier had been accused of sex trafficking and conspiracy to traffic minors in sex. Several conspiracy theories have arisen over Epstein's death, questioning whether it was suicide altogether. Yeah, real conspiracy there when you just lead us up to only conclude that. I mean, not only do you get the wrong footage for the first attempt and then the second, since the odds become astronomical to not line up when it seems like all their errors always fall like dominoes to lead to exactly what they want every time. It's never just weird errors, it's always strategical, lined up dominoes. Just like in the 17 errors with the FBI. Every single one of them was in the direction of making sure they got what they wanted. Like there was a motive there. Hell with bias. How about motive? All right. So the House approves a measure to restrain Trump's actions in Iran. This is just from like 21 minutes ago. So the Washington Associated Press, reiterating a debate over who has the power to declare war, the Democratic-controlled House on Thursday approved a resolution asserting that the President Donald Trump must seek approval from Congress before engaging in any further military action against Iran. The War Powers resolution is not binding on the president and would not require his signature, but House Speaker Nancy Pelosi nonetheless insisted it has real teeth. Because it is a statement of Congress, of the Congress of the United States. So just like Adam Schiff's remarks when he read when he made it up, that was echoed in the halls of Congress, Nancy. Does that have real effect? Does it have real teeth? The measure will protect American lives and values by limiting Trump's military actions, Pelosi said. The administration must de-escalate and must prevent further violence. The House passed a measure 224 to 194 with almost no Republican support. A similarly proposal by Senator Tim Kaine, Democrat of Virginia, faces an uphill fight in the GOP run. Senate Kaine's efforts received a boost Thursday as Republican Senator Todd Young of Indiana, an ex-Marine, said he might support the War Powers measure. 2 other Republican senators said Wednesday they would back Kaine's plan. We are members of a separate and distinct branch of government. It is our duty not to take anyone's word for things we are dealing with, matters of life and death, Young said, adding that he wished Trump administration officials had provided more intelligence information during a briefing Wednesday on a U.S. drone strike that killed a top Iranian general. Pelosi is announcing that the House vote called the killing of General Qasem Soleimani provocative and disproportionate. Louisiana Representative Steve Scalise, the number 2 House Republican, denounced the Democratic measure as little more than a press release designed to attack President Trump, while House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy of California called it a meaningless vote on a measure that will never be sent to the president or limit his constitutional authority to defend the American people. The House vote came a day after the Trump administration briefed lawmakers on its actions in Iran. Democrats and several Republicans called the briefings inadequate, adding that officials did not provide enough details about why the attack was justified. Vice President Mike Pence said Thursday that Soleimani was traveling the region making plans to bring an attack against American personnel and American forces. He said it was not possible to share full details of the intelligence with lawmakers. When it comes to intelligence, we have to protect the sources and methods. There's only a certain amount we can share with every member of Congress, Pence said on ABC's Good Morning America. But those of us who have seen all the evidence know that there was a compelling case of imminent threat against the American personnel, probably, at the embassies and at bases overseas. Trump said Thursday that he had calls from numerous senators and numerous congressmen and women saying that it was the greatest presentation they've ever had. Referring to criticism by GOP Senator Mike Lee and Rand Paul, Trump said they want information that honestly I think is very hard to get. It's really hard to do with sources and information that we've had that really should remain at a very high level. Lee, a conservative from Utah, said that the briefing by Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and other officials were probably the worst briefing I've seen, at least on a military issue, in the 9 years he served in Senate. Paul of Kentucky said administration officials just killing Soleimani based on 2002 authorization of force in Iraq. That is absurd. That's an insult, he said. Pelosi scheduled the House vote after Iran retaliated for the Soleimani killing by launching missiles at 2 military bases in Iraq that houses American troops. No casualties were reported. The 5-page resolution says Congress hereby directs the President to terminate the use of the United States Armed Forces to engage in hostilities in or against Iran or in any part of its government or military, unless Congress declares war on that country or enacts legislation authorizing use of force to prevent an attack on the U.S. and its forces. The resolution sponsors freshman Representative Elisa Solkin, a Democrat out of Michigan, said it is intended to make clear that if the president wants to take us to war, he must get authorization from Congress. If loved ones are going to be sent to fight in a protracted war, the president owes the American people a public conversation about why and for what ends, said Slotkin, a former CIA analyst and Pentagon official who served in Iraq. Members of Congress have constitutional responsibility to uphold and authorizing use of military force, Slotkin said, adding we are owed concrete, specific details on strategy. Yes, just like with Obama and Bush, the old WMD that we never found. The old WMDs. The media was all about it. We just got the paperwork released a couple weeks ago. All a lie. All a scam. Now, we don't need that to keep going on. I get it. So members of Congress have a constitutional responsibility to uphold and authorizing use of military force. We are owed concrete, specific details. Trump did not consult with congressional leaders ahead of the attack that killed the Iranian general and afterwards sent Congress a notification explaining the rationale but kept it classified. Congress had allowed its war powers to play a role in a road since the passage of the authorization for use of military force in 2001 to fight terrorism after the 9/11 attacks and passage of another AUMF for invasion of Iraq in 2002. All right, so we're almost done here. I'll read the rest. Fallout from those votes deeply divided Congress and the nation, with many lawmakers, particularly Democrats, now saying they were mistakes. Yes, I agree. So yet Congress has been paralyzed on the question of whether to repeal or change those authorities. Trump, facing one of the greatest tests of his presidency, said Wednesday that Iran appeared to be standing down and said the U.S. response would be put into place new economic sanctions until Iran changes its behavior. The strikes by Iran and pushed Tehran and Washington perilously close to an all-out conflict and put the world's attention on Trump as he weighed whether to respond with more military force. Republicans have largely supported Trump's actions, saying that the president was well within his power to take out the Iran's architect of proxy operations against Americans in the Middle East. The U.S. considered Soleimani a terrorist. Democrats were unconvinced that the threat posed by Soleimani were imminent or that other alternatives to killing were pursued in good faith by not disclosing many details of the threat. Trump was asking the American people to trust the very intelligence reports he has often disparaged, said that they're no good. But that was in the past. That was the way they used to operate. He's talking about the old guard. So Young, in comments to reporters Thursday, said lawmakers need to ensure Congress is involved in the future decision-making so we end up exactly where the president wants to end up, which is an avoidance of a major ground war in the Middle East. He called Kane's resolution a mechanism to force us to debate this. All right, that's about all I can take of that. All right, so we're at the 17-minute mark. We're going to go ahead and shut this one down. I like to keep them short and sweet for you. We appreciate all the tips and donations and the funding down below in the links. Thank you so much. We are well on our way to Virginia in the next, just in about a week. We'll be heading out. So Sunday, not this Sunday, but next. Okay, so look forward to that. More videos coming tomorrow, folks. We got the call-ins back. I believe. Hear it? Should be good. We should be good. Should be good. And that is a permanent thing from now on. We are going to be the only live, unscripted call-in show on YouTube from now on. All right? Weekly. Every week. Was hoping to get it done last night. Hoping to just got it done. Still need to play with a few things on that. But probably tomorrow morning we're going to try. And then if not, it'll be Sunday night. Really busy this weekend. Probably won't be able to pull anything off till Sunday night for live. But we're probably going to do some call-ins tomorrow morning. So join us for that live show tomorrow morning if you can. Call-ins, a couple of the Patriots. Take some of your questions. Whatever. All right, I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless each and every one of you. And we'll see you back here. God bless and Godspeed to all of you. Where we go one, we go all. Take a look down below, the description box. Everything will be down there. And again, thank all of you for being here. And share this video. Give it a thumbs up on your way out. We are heavily shadow banned. Thank you. Guys, have a great evening.